Thank you for coming back for another episode of Late Night with Walter Weyburn. Y'all, we got a lot to talk about here tonight. I hope y'all like this show. If you do, please let me know. It's not getting the views that it needs to get, and over time it will hurt this channel. So if y'all like it, please come back every night and watch it, or else it just may go away because I can't let it hurt my channel. I hope you understand that. Please give me your thumbs up, leave your comments, leave your questions, and please subscribe to my channel. You know, every Sunday we have a giveaway on this channel, and it's most of the time money. Last week it was $50. This next week I'm not sure yet. It may be 50, it may be 100. Who knows? You just have to come back on Sunday and see. But you have to be subscribed or else you can't win. Y'all, my new cookbook, Down Home Southern Cooking, is now on the website on my cooking channel. Please go over there and check that cookbook out. It's recipes that's been handed down through my family through the years. It's also some stories about my family in there, pictures of my family in there. It's probably my best cookbook yet. I want y'all to go please check it out. It may be something you want to get. And it's $3.99 just like all my ebooks are. So y'all be sure and check that out. Y'all, I got my glasses, I got my notes. Got my glasses because I'm blind. I got my notes because I'm an old fart and I can't remember what I want to talk about. If you're not old yet, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, first of all, we're going to get into a little bit of stimulus news. It really ain't news. It's the same thing just about every day. We're getting real tired of them kicking this can down the road. The Senate and Mooch McConnell has voted on a bill, a standalone bill, that he knew there was no way in Hades that it would do anything. It would not get passed. It would be dead in the water. He knew that. It's just his old noggin won't accept it yet. It was for PPP funding, but as you know, Nancy Pelosi said no standalone bills, no piecemeal bills. He just cannot understand it. He's wasting time by putting these bills out for a vote. It was dead in the water before it had a chance. Also, today they were supposed to vote on another bill. I don't know if they did or not. It was the skinny bill, the $500 billion skinny bill, which was really anorexic. No stimulus check was in that bill. So it was probably dead in the water too. He's already tried both of these before and they was both dead in the water. So I guess he's senile or something. He can't remember they was dead in the water, so he wants to try them again. Makes absolutely no sense to me. Mark Meadows and Steve Mnuchin were still working as of today, trying to get something passed before the weekend. Do you think they'll get something passed? If you do, let me know in the comments. If you don't, let me know in the comments. Just let me know your feelings about this. I personally don't think they will. I don't personally think they're even trying. I think they're just kicking the can further and further down the road. Y'all, I had a lot of questions last night, and I will get to those in just a minute. Man, I asked a question last night about the cell phone, about all the political calls you're getting, text that you're getting. I was not aware everyone was getting bombarded with those things. I wish they would stop it. They should have a law against it. But of course, they don't. A lot of people are asking about Amy, my wife. She's doing great. I still still hadn't asked her to be on one of these shows. I need to. Like I said, I'm old and I'm forgetful. But I will ask her, and I will get her on here one way or the other eventually. Y'all, please check out my links in the description box below. I got my stun guns, pepper spray, tactical knives. Today was a good day for sales. I made a lot of good sales today, and I want to thank y'all for that. Also, check out the cookbook that's on my other channel. Also, my course, Self-Publishing Mastery course. Be sure and check that out. If you've ever thought about wanting to write a book, this course will help you with it. And the price is just $35. Most people with their courses, they want to charge an arm and a leg. Most of them is around $1,000, give or take. That's just crazy to me. Y'all, please subscribe to this channel. It's the only way it's going to grow. And please give me your thumbs up if you like this. Y'all, I'm going to get into the comments. And like I said, y'all ask me anything you want to. I will answer almost anything as long as it's clean. But keep them clean. If anything in the sexual nature, I will delete it and report the person that asked the question to YouTube, because there's no room for that kind of garbage here. I hope I'm saying this name right. Jacqueline Cortez commented. She said, "Did you ever listen to Charlie Rich's album, Behind Closed Doors?" Matter of fact, I have. In fact, that was one of the first albums I ever bought. I love that album. And there is a song on that album. Sunday Kinda Woman is the name of the song. It goes on, "What would a Sunday kind of woman want with an everyday man like me?" Man, I love that song. And every time I hear it, I think about my wife, Amy. Because what does she want with an everyday man like me? I mean, I just thank God for her, and she is a gift from God. But yes, I do love that album. And that song, Sunday Kinda Woman, is a cut on that album. It was never a big hit, but it's one of my favorite Charlie Rich songs. Big A's Diecast asks, who won the stun gun package? I'm sorry, I can't remember the name. I want to say Rose. I can't remember her last name, but Rose, I think, was the first name. That was 2 weeks ago. I can't remember that far back, but she has gotten it by now. This is going to be pretty interesting. Paula Stafford asked, did you ever meet Johnny Cash? Unfortunately, no, I never did. I always wanted to. I love Johnny Cash. But had a little brush with, I could have met him, but it just never happened. His producer, Larry Butler, is a real good friend, was a real good friend of mine. He passed away probably 6 or 7 years ago. But he was a very good friend of mine. In fact, his producer lived right here in Pensacola also. Larry Butler and Johnny Cash went to the Holy Land, where Johnny Cash baptized my friend Larry Butler in the Jordan River. They was that close. They was real good friends. And also Larry Butler was his producer. No, I never met Johnny Cash, but I've heard stories about him from my friend Larry Butler, and I wished I had got a chance to. I've never even seen him in person perform. I always wanted to. Sandra Phillips asked, have I ever been to the Philippines? Because, I mentioned that my wife is Filipino. No, I've never been to the Philippines. Since my wife has been in the States, she's been back twice. Now, we'll tell you, back when they was having all the problems with President Marcos and stuff, the whole family, we did get everything together. We was going over there. We got our passports done. We got everything set, ready to go. And then they put a ban on Americans traveling to the Philippines for safety reasons. And then once they lifted that ban, the money was gone. I mean, the timing wasn't right. So no, we never went. Now, my wife's grandparents is the ones that raised her in the Philippines. And they've both passed away now and everything. So my wife don't even want to go over there now. And, you know, I was never crazy about going over there, but my wife wanted to go as a family. So, of course, I would have went. But no, I've never been to the Philippines. In fact, I don't have no desire to go anywhere outside the United States. I would like to go to Mexico if I could go to one of the old towns in Mexico. If you go to a big city in Mexico, you just want to go to a big city here in the United States. If it's the old school Mexico town, I would like to go see that. Stephen Wood asked, when is the next giveaway going to be? Stephen, it's every Sunday. You have to watch the Sunday morning 6 a.m. video to know what to do to enter the contest. It's different every time, but it's basically just answering a question, but you have to know what question to answer. So it's every Sunday morning on the 6 a.m. video, and you can watch that anytime during the day. It's just, it goes live at 6 a.m. I don't pick the winner until later that night, and then I announce it the next morning at 6 a.m. Barbara Lalone asked, how much is my CDs and how can she get one? Barbara, right now I'm out of just about all of them, but I am getting more made. I don't know how much longer it's going to be, probably not too much longer, but I am getting more of all of them made. But I have a music website. I've got that website turned off now just because I'm out of CDs. But just as soon as they come in, I will turn that website back on and I will let you know about it then. But my CDs are $12.99 and that includes shipping and handling. And all of my CDs has 12 songs. Believe it or not, I even got a rock and roll CD. As much as I can rock. Steve White wants to know, what kind of coffee do I drink? Y'all, back when I was in all the self-publishing groups, we had a joke going about my coffee. Everybody made fun of the type of coffee I drink, but it's what I like. When I'm at home, I drink Walmart brand instant coffee. That stuff is good. It tastes like real coffee to me. But now when I go to a coffee shop like Starbucks or whatever, I get a large cup of Pike Place with 2 sugars and cream. That's very good. Most people that don't like Starbucks coffee, they don't like it because it's so strong. Pike Place is not that strong. I mean, you know you're drinking coffee. It's strong enough to let you know you're going to get a kick, but it's not so strong that it curls your hair. So yeah, at home, instant Walmart brand. When I go to the coffee shops, Starbucks, Pike Place. Sandra Ross asked, do you have children? Yes, I talked about them in last night's late night with Walter. I have 2 girls and 2 grandbabies. James Hershey asked, How is your wife doing? I already answered that a few minutes ago. She is doing very good. It's hard for me to keep up with her now. So thank God for that. Thank you for all of y'all's prayers, and thank the Lord Jesus Christ for answering those prayers. Okay, let's see what kind of story I can tell y'all about tonight. I can tell y'all about the time our house burnt down. Yeah, when our house burnt down, when I was like 12 years old, we had a house that burnt completely down. What had happened was my cousin, at the time, he needed open heart surgery. And at the time, open heart surgery was experimental, and they would only do it in Houston, Texas. Well, my cousin and his wife went to Houston, Texas. 2 days later, my sister, she was about 16 or 17 years old at the time. She was going to go out to Houston, Texas to be with my cousin's wife through the whole ordeal. Well, we were supposed to have her at the Greyhound bus station at 2 a.m. in the morning. So she got packed, the whole family got packed up, ready to go, take her to the bus station. And she kept saying she just don't feel right. She don't know if she really wants to go now or not. My brother was asleep in bed, and he was sleeping real good. My mama said, I hate to wake him up. We'll be right back. It's just 20 minutes down the road, 20 minutes back. So she decided to leave my brother asleep in bed. Well, when we got in the car, she said, no, I can't leave him. She went back in and woke him up, got him in the car, and he slept in the car all the way. Just about to the Greyhound bus station, my sister said, Mama, please don't be mad at me, but I can't go. Something is wrong. Something's going to happen. Of course, Mama wasn't mad at her. We turned around and went back home. When we got in front of the house, we seen a red glow coming from underneath the house. Now, you got to imagine, this was probably early 70s, very early 70s. No cell phones. And we lived out in the country almost. It really wasn't country, but it was way out. There was no payphones around. So, in order to call the fire department, which was a volunteer fire department, and it was like 2 blocks from the house. But of course, back then, nobody stayed at the fire departments. So we had to drive all the way back into town to call the fire department. By the time the fire department got there, the house was engulfed in flame. It was a wooden house up off the ground. My brother's bed, the one that was asleep in that bed, his bed completely fell through the floor. It was just like somebody took a chainsaw, cut around his bed, and it fell through the floor. Okay. So that was God telling Mama to wake my brother up and take him with us. He would have been killed in that house fire. My brother had drew a picture. It was Mount Calvary with the 3 crosses. It was Jesus and the 2 sinners beside him. He drew it on a piece of notebook paper, and he drew it with a pencil. Wasn't nothing fancy. It was a kid's drawing. I'm not going to say a child. He was probably 13 years old. But he drew it, and he just took a thumbtack and put it up on the wall above his bed. You know, everything in that house was completely destroyed but that picture. Yeah, it was smutted up. It was all brown and everything, but you could turn it sideways and you could still see that picture as good as day. The heat alone should have crumbled that paper up, much less the fire. But that paper did not burn, and you could still see the picture. We took it to church. I grew up in a Pentecostal church. We took it to church, and the preacher framed it. He had it professionally framed and put out in the foyer of the church. Now that church is still there, but I hadn't been there since I was a kid, so I don't know if the picture is still there or not. I doubt it, but I've always wanted to go back out there because the preacher that was there is his daughter is the preacher now, so I would like to know if it was still there. Yeah, but that was just one of the ways when I was a kid that God stepped into my family and saved us a lot of heartache. Okay, another story. One more, and then we're going to wrap this up. When I was a kid, this is a country music story. I say when I was a kid, I was probably a teenager. My sister had already moved away from home by then. She'd moved to Lewisburg, Tennessee, way out in the country. I mean, this is about as country as you could get. But we decided, we'd go up there about once a month, every month. I passed by for about 5 years. We was on the road more than anything else. We decided to take her and her husband and go to Nashville. Well, when we got to Nashville, we got a motel room, bored out of our skin late at night. Me and my sister was going through the phone book. We seen this, we was looking up country music stars, basically is what we was doing. The first one we found was Ernie Ashworth. I don't know if you know Ernie Ashworth or not, but he had a huge mega hit. Talk Back Trembling Lips was his biggest hit. But he had a lot of hits. Back in the 50s and 60s, he was huge in the music business. But his phone number was in the phone book. We took a chance of calling it because it wasn't Ernie Ashworth, it was Ernest Ashworth. So we took a chance, called it, and just asked him, was he Ernie Ashworth, the country music star? He said yes. He talked to me and my sister for about 30 minutes on the phone. I mean, it was late at night. He talked to us as long as we wanted to talk. He was not mad a bit that we called him that time of the night. But I just wonder how many times that's happened to country music stars that's dumb enough to put their phone number in the phone book. Of course, today, phone books is obsolete with the cell phones and stuff. But back then, I mean, we was looking up any star we could find, and he was the first one we found, so that settled our curiosity. I don't think we looked up any more. But that was fun. That was exciting for us. Y'all, please check out that cookbook that I was telling you about. It's passed down through my family through the years, different recipes. It's got stories about my family in it. It's got pictures of my family back when we was all younger and stuff. So y'all be sure and check that out. It's Down Home Southern Cooking is the name of it. And it's on my website. I'll link it in the bottom of this video. Y'all, please let me know if you like this if you like this show at 10 p.m. at night. I know I ramble on a lot, but what else am I going to do on YouTube? Y'all ask me any question you want to, as long as it's clean. Got to keep it clean. Ask me anything you want to. I will answer it on the next night's video. And if I do miss a question, please understand. Don't get mad at me. It's just me doing this. I don't have any help right now. So if I miss your question, just ask it again. I will catch it eventually. Y'all, please subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed, because if you're not subscribed, you can't win the prizes every week. So, and there's no limit to, I mean, when I ask a question, I pick the answer that I like the best. And if you win one week, there's nothing saying that you can't win the next week too. So, you can win multiple times. So, but it's only for subscribers. If you're not subscribed, don't even bother entering, because you will not win. Y'all, I do love you all. Please subscribe to this channel. Give me your thumbs up. Leave your questions. Please watch the video that's about to pop up here on the screen. And just know I love you all. And just know we will get through all of this crap that we're in right now with our government, with the COVID virus, with everything that's going on, if we just keep our faith in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He will get us through it. Y'all please say a prayer for our country, a prayer for our leaders, and a prayer for everybody that's touched by the COVID virus, everybody that's suffering from our government dragging their feet on everything. Y'all just know I love you all. Come back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and at 12 p.m. tomorrow, and then again tomorrow night at 10 p.m. And just know I love you all, and I'll see you then. Ciao.